Hi and welcome back to my channel. I have actually just done a reading and I pulled some cards for the collective to see what information want to come out at this point in time and what is necessary to hear, maybe for you if you clicked on this reading. So I wasn't sure how this was going to go because I was looking at the cards and I was just like, okay, what does the collective need right now? What are the informations that we can provide? And this is very interesting because the energy that is laying on the table right now is that this is sort of a post-pause clarity kind of reading. And I'm not sure, this is probably not necessarily just about love or just about money, but I have this feeling that this is that you had like a shift in perspective that wasn't like an optional thing. So therefore I feel like this shift that you basically didn't ask for happened, and now you're wondering what's next, what's going to come up. And the first things that want to come out is like on the bottom of the deck we had the Hanged Man, and I have this feeling that with the Hanged Man we're actually seeing that this is the pause that you had, or the shift in perspective that you had, and the shift in perspective actually made it so you're looking at things in a different way. What I can also see is the first two energies that wanted to present itself are the Sun and the Ace of Swords. So those are the two first main energies that came out, and I feel like this is about truth coming out. And this is, it almost feels like it's sort of a relief. It feels like there's something that you're finally able to see that you might have not been able to name just yet. But I also feel like there's a lot of honesty coming through that's sort of cutting through like some sort of self-deception that you might have been going through. So I feel like that you're ready to know things now, that you're ready to not avoid what's happening right now. And that is sort of where this main energy comes in. The next energy that showed itself is the Three of Wands, if I can pick up the card. And this is like, I feel you looking forward. This is the collective, and whoever this message is for is finally looking forward, reaching out, and it feels almost like you're not guessing anymore. It almost has this vibe to it that you're saying, okay, now I'm going to assess what is actually viable in my situation. How can I expand through this more in a more informed way? So you might be feeling right now like you can actually make decisions more informed, more aware of what's going on because of that pause that was necessary to happen here. I feel like this is not about like, you know, like this is not like I'm going to manifest my dream life in like 5 different days or 5 different ways. It feels honestly like this is you being very strategic about things. So you might have come to this conclusion, the clarity is setting in or is about to set in for you. And now you're going to be very strategic about the things that you're going to do. The next one that came out, this is the Two of Wands, and the energy presented itself more in a what if, the energy presents itself more in a, the possibilities, the things that you might not be able to see are sort of starting to lose its power over you. So it becomes more of this feeling like this is not going to hold me back anymore. I feel like looking at these cards that you're done standing still. You're finally at that point where you're like, I want to move on. I want to do things. I want to be more strategic in the way that I've been doing things. And this could be for your love, this could be for money, this could be for your career. But the point is that there's a shift happening, and a pause was necessary to get you to this clarity that you're now feeling. I feel like what also could be happening in the future, or that you're already feeling, is that this analysis paralysis is sort of dissolving. It feels like hesitation is going out the window, is moving away from you. Another energy that came out really strong, this is sort of like about your emotional and also maybe your social energy right now. This is the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups, both in reverse. And I had this feeling that this is not like, I feel like that this is basically could be applied to, like, this reading applies itself to friendships, to relationships, to work dynamics, to dynamics maybe if you're creator with your audience, or also in family systems. So we're just seeing that there is an emotional misalignment. Like, cups always talk about our emotions. They talk about the things that we're right now more feeling or suppressing, especially with the Queen of Cups in reverse here. That could be that you feel that you're overgiving, or that you have been overgiving in the past. You could also feel like you're the main emotional caretaker. There could be this thing where you feel like you need external validation, and that could be like a cycle that you've been in. Also, I think with the Queen of Cups energy and the Three of Cups in reverse, this feels to me that you are disconnected from your emotional truth, or at the very least that you have been very disconnected from that, which is why this pause was so necessary. It does speak to me that it feels almost like in the situation that you're in, or that you used to be in, that the emotional flow or the love that you were giving was not coming back in the same way, or also the work that you put in was not being seen as you would have hoped that it would have been seen. So this sort of just speaks to me that there was some misalignment here. And when we move on with the cards and the energies that wanted to present itself, it seems that there is a connection or an agreement that becomes sort of clear, because the avoidance of that said thing and the avoidance of the truth finally stops here. So it's sort of this point where you say, no more I don't know, no more we'll see. I'm tired of the I don't knows, and I don't know what's going to happen next. You're saying, this is it. I need clarity. I need to move on. I need to be strategic about where I'm going. And if that means I'm making uncomfortable decisions, then so be it. But you're tired of being in this loop. You're tired of not knowing what's next. And I feel like that it's basically... I'll show you the cards. It's the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords, and we have like a double two here in the reverse. One is about the emotional connection, and one is about your decisions. And I feel like this is where you're like, I need clarity. I need to know, even if it's uncomfortable. I don't care anymore. It's like when that illusion finally drops, and you're like, okay, whatever. Especially with the last card, and the last energy that presented itself was a Seven of Cups in reverse. So basically, all of this is all about choosing clarity over emotional confusion. So anywhere in your life where you have now felt that you're emotionally sort of confused, that you're avoiding what you already know, this is something where you know that you've outgrown that phase. You have outgrown that phase of misalignment, of not knowing, of not moving onward, and it's basically you being ready to choose being true to yourself over a possibility of a person or an agreement or a work relationship or whatever that means for you. I feel that in the sense that this could really be important for anyone out there who is going through a tough phase where they know deep in their heart, this is not necessarily how I want to live my life. This is not how I envisioned this relationship, this career, this work environment, or my finances. But the biggest part that speaks to me is that what needs to stop here is confusion, or also giving more than you can actually get back, either from a person, but in the sense of finances, we don't have a lot of finance cards here. But in the sense of finances, it might mean that you stop over giving your money to other people, or you have a very good look at your money and that you're very strategic about it. And that will make you actually see the truth very clearly, which will then lead to new ideas, which will not overwhelm you, which will not blind you. And for some of you, if you're seeing this and this is sort of like, you're like, oh yeah, I know, like my love is a mess, or I'm hung up on this one person, or I give and give and give in a family dynamic and nothing comes back, or my career choice might not be the right one. I feel like what is necessary here with this main energy of the Hanged Man is really for you to take a step back and be like, okay, I need to look at this. I need to be strategic about this. I cannot have my emotions cloud my judgment, but at the same time I need to be in touch with my emotions, so that way I can make actually informed decisions about where I want something to go. So if this was helpful, then let me know. Text me in the comments, leave a thumbs up or whatever, if you want to support the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.